Mama June's daughter Honey Boo Boo finds peace in a small Denver rented home after leaving family in Georgia. Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, who grew up in the public eye as one of reality television's most talked about child stars, has turned a new page in her life. The young star, who first captivated audiences as a bubbly, outspoken pageant princess on Toddlers and Tiaras and later on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, has recently made a bold move away from her family's chaos-filled roots in Georgia. Now, at just 19 years old, she's seeking tranquility in an unexpected place, a modest rented home in Denver, Colorado. This decision marks a defining moment in Alana's life, showing her determination to create her own path away from the controversies and constant media attention surrounding her family. The quiet Denver neighborhood where she now resides is a stark contrast to the lively and often dramatic backdrop of her upbringing in Georgia, leaving behind a tumultuous past. For years, Alana's life was anything but ordinary. Growing up under the watchful eyes of reality television cameras, she became a household name before even entering her teenage years. The fame brought opportunities, but also came with struggles, especially as her family often made headlines for reasons that had little to do with her own achievements. Her mother, Mama June Shannon, has been in and out of the news for various personal battles, including highly publicized struggles with addiction, legal issues, and tumultuous relationships. For Alana, who had to watch much of this unfold while still a child, the spotlight was often more of a burden than a blessing. Though she remained resilient, cracks began to show. Living in Georgia meant living under the shadow of her family's reputation. No matter how hard she tried, the gossip surrounding Mama June's lifestyle seemed to follow her. Friends, teachers, and even strangers often tied Alana's identity back to the scandals of her mother. Her decision to leave Georgia wasn't just about distance. It was about reclaiming her own identity and finding peace in a place where she wasn't constantly recognized as Honey Boo Boo first and Alana Thompson second. A new life in Denver. The rented home in Denver is far from the glamorous mansions often associated with reality stars. Instead, it's small, cozy, and simple, exactly what Alana wanted. Nestled in a quiet suburban neighborhood, the house features a quaint yard, a few trees that change color with the seasons, and a porch where Alana reportedly enjoys sipping her coffee in the mornings. The modesty of the home reflects her desire to focus on peace rather than spectacle. Friends close to Alana say she has been intentionally seeking a lifestyle far removed from the glitz and drama of television. Denver, with its scenic mountain views and slower pace compared to her busy upbringing, seems to be the perfect backdrop for this new chapter. Inside the home, Alana has decorated the space with a mix of modern and rustic touches. Soft earth tones, framed photographs, and cozy furniture create an atmosphere that feels warm and welcoming. For the first time in a long time, she says she feels truly at home. Education and future goals. One of the biggest motivators for Alana's move was education. After graduating from high school, she set her sights on pursuing college, something she had spoken about in interviews long before the move. Denver gave her access to universities and colleges that aligned with her academic goals, while also providing a fresh environment where she could focus without the distractions of her family's notoriety. She has expressed interest in studying nursing, a field she has been passionate about for several years. Friends note that she has always had a nurturing personality, often putting the needs of others before her own. While her fame could have easily led her down a path of quick money through endorsements or social media deals, Alana has made it clear she wants to build a meaningful career, one where she can help people directly. Balancing her studies with the remnants of her reality TV fame hasn't been easy. While she still receives offers for appearances and collaborations, she has been selective, choosing only opportunities that don't interfere with her long-term plans. Adjusting to independence. For someone who grew up surrounded by cameras, Alana's new life is surprisingly private. She has been learning what it means to live independently, from budgeting her rent to cooking her own meals. Neighbors have described her as polite and reserved, noting that she doesn't flaunt her fame. In fact, many of them had no idea who she was when she first moved in. That anonymity is exactly what Alana was looking for. Yet, independence has its challenges. Being far from her close relatives, especially her sister Lauren "Pumpkin" Efford, who has been a maternal figure in her life, hasn't been easy. The sisters have always shared a close bond, and while they remain in frequent contact, the physical distance is something Alana continues to adjust to. Healing from family struggles. Much of Alana's life has been shaped by her family's public struggles. When Mama June faced legal troubles and personal issues, it was Pumpkin who stepped up to take care of her younger sister. Those years left a lasting impression on Alana, making her more mature than most people her age. Moving to Denver wasn't about turning her back on her family, but about giving herself the space to heal. She remains in contact with her siblings and continues to express love for her mother, though she acknowledges the complicated dynamics that have often defined their relationship. In Denver, she has reportedly begun therapy sessions to help her process the years of public scrutiny and family turbulence. Close friends say she is finally learning to prioritize her own mental health, a step many believe was long overdue. Building a new support system. While her family remains important to her, Alana has been actively working to create a new support system in Denver. She has made friends through school, local community groups, and even her neighbors. Unlike in Georgia, where nearly everyone knew her as Honey Boo Boo, her new friends know her simply as Alana. This has given her a chance to develop authentic relationships without the baggage of fame. She has been spotted enjoying everyday activities like grocery shopping, hiking in the nearby trails, and attending local events. For someone who once lived a life dictated by cameras, the normalcy has been refreshing. Financial independence. Another reason behind Alana's move was financial independence. While reality TV brought her fame, it didn't always bring long-term financial stability. Many child stars face challenges transitioning into adulthood, especially when their early earnings are tied up in family matters. In Denver, Alana has been managing her own finances more carefully. Alongside her studies, she has taken part-time work opportunities to support herself. This not only provides her with income, but also teaches her valuable life skills. She has often spoken about wanting to prove to herself that she can thrive without relying solely on her past fame. Looking toward the future. As Alana continues to settle into her Denver home, her vision for the future is becoming clearer. She dreams of completing her degree, starting a career in nursing, and eventually owning a home of her own.